Hello, 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 hello. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So, thank you so much for buying this course, or if you are part of the Cornerstone Club, you automatically get access to the course. And thank you for joining the membership club if you are part of the membership club. So, what we're going to be doing today is basically me introducing myself, telling you more about what to expect in the course. And after that, we will then move into starting and what is it that we're going to start with. So it's 20 weeks, which is basically 5 months, to help you kickstart your journey on building your brand. I remember when I started building my brand, I didn't know who to ask. And if you have a look in South Africa, there's not much cash stuffing videos or finance videos about like using the zero-based budget. So it was hard for me to start building a brand without having that guidance and not knowing who to speak to. There was not much people selling planners that are sharing their journey and building their brand. What else? A lot of like brands that I saw that were doing well in South Africa, especially with vlog channels. And I didn't want to do that. I'm a teacher by birth. I love teaching. So I wanted to do a video, or I wanted to do content actually that will teach something and that will help you gain knowledge and wisdom. And I didn't know where to start. So this is the reason why I created this, is so I can help you have a way to start, a platform where you can go to and talk to other people who are in the same page, and specifically women. And also, if you are wanting to one day leave your full-time job, and I'm specifically talking to women here, because you're a mom and you're finding it hard to balance everything. Like as women, we have to balance everything. Yes, the men also do the same, but women do way more. Like, you give birth and then 3 months later you're expected to be getting ready to go back to work. My earring just came off. I don't know what happened to the back of my earring, so I was like hoping it wouldn't fall off. But anyways, it's fallen off now. You just have to look at this ear. But as women, we're expected to do so much. And to be honest with you, it would be nice if women were able to just work from home, but it's not possible if you don't know what to do, where you're going to get money, how are you going to get that assistance. And you also don't want to depend 100% on your husband or your partner, the father of your child, or whatever it is. So you want to be able to build your own thing as well that is bringing in at least 10,000 a month. So this brand course, Build Your Dream Brand course, is going to teach you how to start making money online, but the foundation of it is having a strong brand. I promise you, if I was doing just side hustles and, just selling other people's products, I wasn't going to be able to leave my job, because it is not guaranteed that I'm still going to be able to make money full time at home. But it is possible, obviously, if you find a winning product and you trust the owner of that company, that they're not going to change policies and stuff. But having your own brand, building your own community, starting your own product, and scaling that is guaranteed that once you've decided to leave your 9 to 5 job, you know what you're doing and you're going to be fine. Your YouTube is monetized, which is bringing you money. You have Google AdSense as well, which is bringing you money. So you have different types of streams of income, and then you've got your own products. You're probably also doing a course where you're teaching other people stuff online. There's a lot of things that people need to learn: how to do hair, how to do nails, and organization skills. And sometimes married people also have this like club, like how I've done the Cornerstone membership club for us who are women trying to build our businesses. There can be stuff for like couples as well, where they meet up every month or every week and they just uplift each other as couples, and it's just good. So there's things like that. There's so many other ways to build a brand. It doesn't have to be just what I do, but we still want to get into that of what kind of business you're wanting to do. And how can I help you, achieve that goal? So my name is Norma, and I am the owner of Nomazdiary. And this is just something I just had to add here. I am clothed with strength and dignity. I would like you to say that as well. Say, I am clothed with strength and dignity. You have to keep reminding yourself that and uplift yourself, encourage yourself that you are clothed with strength and dignity. You can do this. But if there's a way to do it in an easier way, then let's do it. Let's get into it. If there's a way for me to make money while I'm at home and cleaning my house and taking care of my child and being there for my husband and being there for my business, then why not learn that way? Okay. So let's get into it. So a bit of a background story of who am I? I just told you my name is Norma. Everybody calls me Norma. It is obviously short for Nomawetu. So I am Nomawetu Zondo, but then I married into a Sutu family and they gave me a name Malerato. So I'm now Nomawetu Malerato Rashwalane. And I was born in South Africa in Durban. I am a Durbanite. A lot of people think I am from Johannesburg or, I don't know, Pretoria or something like that. No, I am a Durbanite. I love Durban. I have a degree that I studied at University of Zululand. I completed my degree in 2014. And 2015 February, I got a job in New Zealand and I worked there for 5 years. That is where I met my husband. We dated. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I'm just going to have some water. So I worked in New Zealand for 5 years and I met my husband there in 2015. April, and we started dating on the 1st of May 2015, and on the 1st of May 2018 we welcomed Scala into our world. So I gave birth to my daughter on the same day that we started dating, so she took that anniversary date. And then a little bit about how I started the business and how I basically started this journey, because it's a journey. It's not just, let's start a business. Okay, here we go. Let's see who's going to come in and buy my stuff. No, it's actually a journey of working on myself. The reason why building a brand will help your business be successful and flourish, it's because you need to build yourself as well. So I've always been someone who is ambitious and, I wanted more than like a 9-to-5 job. I wanted more than being told what to do and working under someone's system. And I knew that, okay, if someone has created a system that works, that means I can do it too. But how did they do it? So I never knew where to start and where to go, what to do. I Googled a lot. I researched a lot about how can I grow personally. I really was in love with personal development, faith development, and I didn't know how to have that as a business. Like, what would I do as a business? So for a long time, I struggled with me just working for someone, and I then stumbled across something called the Ikigai. So the Ikigai is a Japanese term, which basically means finding your purpose, your reason for being. In like a direct translation is your reason for being, your reason why you are here, which obviously is what is your purpose, why you are here. So that Ikigai, I saw a video actually on YouTube about it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to do this exercise. I need to see what is my purpose, because I felt like I wasn't living my purpose, even though I didn't have a bad life. So I was living overseas. I had found the man that I love so much, and we were best friends. We are still best friends. And I felt like, I'm making good enough money. I'm taking care of home. I've paid off all my fees myself. I paid off my school fees myself. So I've done quite a few good things, but I'm still not happy and fulfilled about my career. And I felt like there has to be more to it. I've always thought of myself as a businesswoman. You can even ask my mom. When I was young, I used to sell sweets, like these sweets that have chocolate inside. So when you eat it, it like a bust of chocolate comes out. So I used to sell those sweets at school. Anyone who went to high school with me will remember that. And that's me, I guess, my business mind. I was so young to be doing that. So I think my mom should have seen there that she needs to do something with business, but it's fine. Everything happens for a reason. And then when I was in New Zealand and had given birth to Skylar, before I even started my YouTube channel, I went on the keto diet and I learned how to make keto treats. So when you're on a keto diet, you cannot eat sugar, you cannot eat high carb, like things with high carb or high sugar, because they take you out of ketosis since they spike your insulin and convert into glucose in your body. So I learned how to make keto treats because obviously now I'm craving for like a cake and, muffins and fudge or whatever sweet. And I sent that to work. Someone else was doing keto with me at work, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, these are so nice!" And she told her friends, and it became like a business where people were ordering keto treats from me, and then I will make them and wrap them up nicely, and then I will have it for them. So I started a little side business there, but it was just messy and cooking and stuff. Like, no, I don't want to do that. So I then started a YouTube channel end of 2018. And the YouTube channel, I wanted to just share my journey of trying to lose weight after giving birth. I wanted to just empower other moms and other women that, we can do this, we can lose the weight. Keto has been working for me. So I just wanted to share that journey. Nothing much was happening with the YouTube channel. I'm not a fitness guru. I'm not someone who enjoys vlogging and editing that much content. So I would post like once whenever I remember, and I wouldn't record as much as I should, So I wasn't really consistent because I wasn't enjoying the content that I was sharing, even though the journey and the goal of me starting that channel was good to empower other women, but I wasn't enjoying that type of content. Like, I enjoy watching it. I didn't enjoy recording it myself. But I would still be consistent because I really felt like I really enjoyed the social media world. Like, I wanted to put myself out there and let's remove this. I wanted to put myself out there and I wanted to really grow something online. I knew I wanted to grow something online. And then after doing a lot of exercises on the Ikigai and realizing that my purpose is actually teaching people, and I enjoy budgeting. So I started budgeting back then. I'm still going to get into how that started, but I started budgeting because obviously after you have a child, you now want to figure out your finances. And I didn't want to go back to work 5 days a week. So I asked where I used to work to go back just 2 days a week. And they were like, "That's fine, Norma." But I knew that now, because I'm going back 2 days a week after 6 months of being off, I'm not going to get paid as I used to get paid. So I had to figure out a budget. I then found a budget that worked for me, which is the zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method. I got KB on board because obviously he was making the most money, and we budget together. And then I started recording that content. There's even the content on YouTube of when I was still in New Zealand, sharing my budget. But I started recording that content, and one day, a video of mine on TikTok went viral. So I'm still going to get into that as well when we talk about social media. So that's basically how I found my ikigai. My purpose was to teach people, but also to teach people how to budget. And then it accidentally went viral on TikTok, which I'm still going to share how. So I really hope you enjoyed that story of getting to know me, how I started, who am I, just a little bit about me. Okay, so now let's move on to me as a businesswoman, just so you can have an idea, even though some of you already know. So obviously I'm Norma. I am the founder of Nomazdiary. I started Nomazdiary in 2019, so officially in 2019. So I started my YouTube channel end of 2018. Around September 2019, I started Nomazdiary. My YouTube channel was called Norma's Life, and I was looking for like a place where I can do like a diary, but in a video form. I actually didn't even want to show my face. I wanted to just show what am I doing, trying to lose weight, trying to budget, just personal development, becoming the best version of myself. And I wanted to do a voiceover like this. So while you watch, those kind of content where it's cinematic, you watch someone moving around and you don't see their face, but they speak, or I know Japanese do it a lot where they actually write because maybe their English is not so good, but the videos are good. So I wanted to speak and actually have a diary, like Dear Diary. This is what I did today. This is how much weight I've lost. This is how much we've saved using the cash envelope. This is what we've learned this week. This is what I've studied. I've also enrolled into a course to learn Adobe. Like, I wanted to do something like that, but I ended up showing my face. I just was like, you know what, I'm not going to be hectic. I'm just going to show my face. I'm just going to flow. I'll see what happens. So I then rebranded my YouTube channel and made it Nomazdiary. Like, it's just a place for me to just put everything out there. It's a diary, and whoever finds it, finds it. Whoever gets inspired by it, perfect. So that was how Nomazdiary was born. And Nomazdiary only took off in 2021 after I posted over 100 videos. So as you can see, it's not like just going to happen overnight. You have to be consistent. And I remember wanting to give up. And a video that I wasn't even planning on posting went viral on TikTok. And that's how the momentum started in 2021. And I was back in South Africa at that time, and I was working where I was a student advisor. Okay, so after posting 100 videos, not 100 on the dot, I mean like over 100 videos. So being consistent and trying and pushing and just not giving up, even though I felt like giving up. Finally, it took off in 2021, where a business was born. And all of the skills that I'd been learning, how to create my own planners and stuff, started to work for me, where people are wanting that planner now. People are wanting the envelopes. People are wanting all these things. I'm wanting more content. And I've been learning how to edit videos. I've been learning how to design. And I paid for all these courses. And now it's finally giving back to me, where I'm growing this brand that I've always dreamt of growing, where I spread positive empowerment, financial wellness, personal development, faith-based content. So that's Nomazdiary. And then this year, I then started the Cornerstone Creators Club, which some of you are in the club, some of you are not, which is fine. You just bought the course. And that was done in 2024, where basically it's women building successful brands, which will turn into businesses one day. Okay, so that is Nomazdiary, the founder of Nomazdiary. And now let's move on to the mission of this course. So this course is to help women build a strong and impactful brand. So there is brands out there that are not empowering to women, and some men love these kind of brands. I'm not going to be too much into it. For example, when a brand is just strictly about selling, your body, women who just strictly just show too much of their body and skin. I personally am not a fan of those brands. It doesn't empower women at all. Actually, it just makes us look like that's all what we are good for. So I wanted to build a brand without showing any skin, without showing, too much, but actually just empowering other people to become the best version of themselves. And it starts by having faith and also mastering your finances. As a woman, it's so important to have that management in your money, so that you don't feel like anyone owns you. So yeah, so my mission is to help you with this course, is to help you as a woman to build strong and impactful brand without thinking you need to show any skin or be hectic, unless that's something you're going to be talking about and that's what you're wanting to focus on, then obviously that's on you. But my goal is to empower you as a woman to feel strong and impactful with your brand. It's also to provide that guidance, that sense of direction of how to build a successful brand and a business as well. I also want to give you a platform that aligns with your strength, so you'll be able to identify what kind of platform should I use for my strength. Like, for example, with me, my strength is this: teaching, guiding, step by step, explaining things. So my platform is YouTube. That I'm very good with YouTube because of how my content is delivered. Let me put it that way. So I want to also help you discover your true purpose. So through the Ikigai, self-discovery, vision boards, and things like that we are going to do in week 1, which is basically self-discovery. That is important. You cannot proceed with this course without discovering yourself, your true purpose. What is it that you're going to do and enjoy doing, love doing, and get paid for doing it? Okay. So I also want to guide you in learning how to create digital products. If that's something you would like to do, we're going to go through some Canva as well. And also, I want to support you in launching your online websites. We're going to look at Etsy. We're going to look at Shopify. We're going to look at GoDaddy. Yeah, I think those are the 3. WordPress, but I won't really go too much into WordPress. I'll cover why I'm not going to go too much into WordPress. And then lastly, I just want to encourage you to create a product you genuinely believe in. So, for example, I'll make an example with Steve Harvey. He always believed himself as a comedian and he can make people laugh, and he would be great on TV because people would love watching him, but people didn't believe in him, but he believed in himself. And look at him now. Even look at Trevor Noah. Like, they have made it so well just by making people laugh. And the reason why I'm mentioning those two, it's because their type of career could look like dumb to other people. If your child had to tell you, Mom, I want to make people laugh for a living, you'd be like, are you crazy? You're going to go do your degree, so that you can get a job and, make a name out of yourself. But look at Steve Harvey, look at Trevor Noah. Those careers are actually not dumb. It has opened so many doors for them. It has made them live in their purpose and enjoy their lives. So I want you to genuinely believe in whatever you think you want to do, or you can see in your imagination, or a vision that God has put in your brain that you want to do. So I want to help you believe in that and achieve that. I knew I wanted to go on YouTube and teach people. I didn't know what at the time. And then I knew that, okay, I wanted to show people how I'm budgeting and how I'm saving money and how I'm using cash, a lot of cash. And a lot of people say to me, South Africa, we don't use cash and but my business did well. So I genuinely believed in it. You have to believe in whatever it is that you want to do. And I'm going to assist you with that. And then my vision for this course is to empower women globally. So I'm hoping that this course will also, touch a lot of people around the world, because the principles that you're going to get from this course are going to help you, whether you're from here in South Africa, or you're from New Zealand, or you're from Australia, or you're from America, Canada, wherever you are. This course here will empower you, and I'm hoping it does reach you. So I want to empower women globally to achieve financial independence, live with a purpose, and build a successful brand that will resonate with their unique strengths. So you don't have to copy the same thing that's been done just because, Norma is doing budgeting and cash stuffing. Let me copy her and do that. And then when you do it, it's not delivered the same way because it's something that you don't actually love. You're just copying. I want you to find your strength, your purpose, your ikigai, and use that to create your own brand that you genuinely believe in, and it will resonate with a lot of people as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you a bit of my stats and why I have decided to share this kind of content or start creating this kind of content and create this course. So first of all, this is my social media platforms, my main social media platforms, let me put it that way, which we're going to talk about that, choosing your main social media platforms. So we've got TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So TikTok and Instagram are pretty similar to me. TikTok, I reach more people. Instagram, I reach serious people. So I kind of used both of them. So TikTok, I've got 134,000 followers, I almost say subscribers, followers. And Instagram, I've got 53,000 followers. And YouTube, I've got 9,412 subscribers by the time this message goes. So I'm so close to 10,000. Let me calculate how much is it all together. So it's 134,000. I'm just going to leave it at that. 53,000 and 9,400. So in total, I've got 196,400 people currently following me, learning from me, like wanting to see content from me. And let me tell you something that you might not be thinking about right now. I also started at zero. I have a personal Instagram. It's called Norma's Cozy Lifestyle. And I realized that, you know what, I need to be serious with my Instagram. I'm so sorry for the alarm that's happening out there. I realized that I need to be serious with my Instagram and not try and force my family and friends and, you know, whoever the people that are following me on the Cozy Lifestyle Instagram to support my channel, to subscribe to my Instagram, to buy my products. I was like, you know what, let me create a professional one and not tell anyone about it. And then whoever finds it, because the content I make resonates with them, will find it. And it has over 53,000 people currently. So can you imagine 53,000 people? Like the Moses Mabhida doesn't even fit that much people. I think it fits like 28,000 or maybe 30,000, but I don't think it fits any more than that. So can you imagine a stadium and more of people like following me? It's a lot. And I started with zero. So I'm here to help you as well. How can you do that? But you saw with my journey, I started as well in 2019 and it's currently 2024. So it's been 5 years of me being consistent and working hard, and I worked a full-time job and I finally left and I'm now self-employed and focusing on my brand. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously depending on how consistent you are and the type of niche or industry you want to go for, but it will happen in time. Just be consistent, which we're still going to get there as well. So that is my my social media platform. And now let's move on to how much I've made since I've been self-employed. So I left my job in June. So June, July, and August, the last 90 days. So the last 90 days, as you can see, it says last 90 days. I have made 6 figures. So it's close to 200,000. I've made 192,781 in sales. And this is, I wish I took the leap of faith sooner, which I'm still going to touch on as well. So this is just to also show you that it's possible. You just have to be consistent and trust the process. Okay, so now I'm just going to go on about the course outline, what you're going to expect in the next 20 weeks. And then after that, we're going to start with the course. Okay, so this is week 1 to week 10, so the first half of the course. Week 1 is obviously an introduction, which is part of today's video. And if you haven't signed up for the course, I don't know what you're waiting for. Every month, we're going to be doing a webinar, and I think on the last day of every month. So we can do the first webinar on the 31st of August. And we can go through, no, not 31st, it has to be a Friday, just because Saturdays are busy for me. So 30th of August, we can do our first webinar, but I'm going to send a date out as well. And week 1, we've got an introduction and mindset for success. That is very important. So that's more personal growth. Week 2 is defining your brand and vision. So that is quite exciting, because now you're going to be working on defining your brand, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. Week 3 is identifying your dream customer. So who are they? Who's your target market? How to find them? Week 4 is to do market research and see what your competitors are doing. So other people who are doing the same product or service that you want to do, what are they doing? So you're just going to do some analyzing there. Week 5, we're going to define your unique selling proposition. So that is important, because you don't want to be doing the exact same thing as someone else. And they pick it up. People pick it up. And I've seen some people who, try and implement things I'm doing, and it's fine. I feel like if you are my subscriber, my follower, Nomazdiary gang, that's what some other people call themselves when they comment on my YouTube stuff. When something is Norma's flow. So people pick it up when you're copying someone. So you need to find your own unique way of communicating your own brand's voice. And I'm going to help you with that. Week 6 is naming and your brand essentials. So now we're going to give your brand a name, choosing the right name, tagline, etc. Week 7 is to design your logo. So basically your visual identity. How can people spot you from a mile away that this is this person's brand? Week 8 is to build your brand's online presence. So that's when we're going to get into social media. Week 9 is content creation strategy. So I'm going to share my strategy, my content calendar, what I use, what I recommend. Obviously, you're going to find your own groove with it. If you're working full time, you're going to be realistic with the time you have with creating content. But I want you to have a plan for it at the beginning of the month. So you're not trying to think, what can I record this week? What can I record this week? It's already planned out at the beginning of the month. Week 10, we've got social media marketing essentials. So we're going to look at all of that, reels and stuff, hashtags, etc. Week 11 is email marketing and how to build your emailing list. Week 12 is, like I said, crafting your brand's voice and messaging, and how to consistently communicate and send updates. Week 12 is pictures of your brand, of you, of your services, of your products. So we're going to go through all of that. And if it's YouTube, we're going to talk about YouTube videos and things like that. Week 14, you got planning your brand launch. So how to launch your brand and what to do. Again, if you're not ready in week 14, it's fine. If you still need time to plan that, it's fine. This content will be available to you forever. Week 15 is also learning e-commerce. So now we're going to learn about online websites, online presence, listings, and basically all of that. How can you put your store or your services online? Week 16, I'm going to talk about customer retention. It's very important to get customers who will come back and what makes them come back. I have a very high retention. Customers who bought the BFF in 2020 still by the BFF right now. So it's called customer retention. They keep coming back. They're loyal to me because of the quality. But again, we're still going to talk about all of that. Week 7 is scaling and growing your brand, what I recommend, what you can do, the research, how can we use AI, all of that. Week 18 is managing your brand's finances. So that one is obviously if you have already got an established business and you just want to work on your brand, it's going to help. But if you are still starting off, you're going to come back to this video whenever like your brand has took off, just to understand the finance side as well. Week 7 is building a strong brand community, which is what I have done with the Cornerstone Club and also with just my YouTube presence and Instagram. I've got a strong community there where, they trust me and stuff. What I want to do with my Cornerstone, I actually wanted to start doing webinars. So I'm going to do that with the Cornerstone Club, where we're going to have webinars every Friday. We're going to do like an hour webinar and just talk about businesses and brands and go through some questions they might have. And, it's live and we are able to do all of that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And if you have a brand and you want to do that, you might as well steal that idea. Week 20, we are then going to reflect and refine and, work on future plans and how I'm going to work on my future plan for Nomazdiary and where I wanted to go. And maybe you can get some strategies and work on yours as well using my ideas. But also, I'm going to share other ideas as well that I might not use that might be helpful depending on the service you'll be offering. Okay, so that is the full course. And I really think you are going to love it. And that's it for who am I and what the course is going to be about. And I look forward to meeting you as well in the course. But for now, I'm just going to say bye and I'll see you on our week 1. If you're seeing this video and it's already passed, then the course is obviously going to be available. It's linked below. But if you are signing up for the course and week 1 hasn't started, which week 1 for the course is going to launch let me launch the course on the 30th of August and have a webinar as well for that. And then it's the same thing. And if you are seeing the video and it's before the 30th of August, it will launch on the 30th and you can sign up below here on the comment section. And if you are seeing the video and it's already passed, that is still fine. We're still going to have webinars and you can start it on your week 1. I'm not going to give you a date. You can start whenever you're ready. But I really think it's going to change your life and it's something I wish I had. I wish I had a Norma when I started. I feel like Nomazdiary would have taken off earlier than what it did, but it's also fine. It's also good to go. So I will see you on week 1. I'll see you on the next block. I'm going to call it building blocks just because we are building a brand. So I'll see you on the next block of building your brand.